There are some things that just make you Idahoan. Whether it's watching the potato drop on New Year's Eve, being frustrated with Californian drivers, joining the BSU versus U of I debate, taking the family fishing in the Snake River, or simply enjoying fry sauce with your meal, there are hundreds of great traditions that Idahoans have passed down for generations. We know that Ray Kroc agreed to let J.R. Simplot and Idaho farmers supply McDonald's with the potatoes needed for their fries. We know that our dairy and beef industries are each more than double the size of our potato industry. And we know that our trout are good, but our taters are great. But people from out of state often confuse us with Iowa or Ohio, hearing about the great Idaho potato, but never bothering to learn about the great state of Idaho itself. The truth is, Idaho agriculture has much more to offer than just potatoes. With 25,000 farms and ranches producing nearly 200 agricultural products, Idaho is ranked in the top 10 states production for 25 different agricultural commodities. Our agricultural industry is the largest economic sector in the state, providing 126,000 jobs and generating $4 billion in economic output. Idaho agriculture, grow with us. As Idaho's population continues to grow, we will need to find new ways to generate income in order to provide jobs and money. Idaho agriculture needs to find new markets to survive and thrive. Markets outside of the U.S. and markets outside of typical agricultural production. Idaho agriculture simply cannot survive without exporting its goods. In fact, if Idaho's goods were not exported, then every person in Idaho would have to eat 200 slices of bread, 50 potatoes, and 1.5 pounds of beef every single day just to keep up with everyday production. Now, for a family like mine, this may sound like a fun challenge. But the truth is, Idaho is a very small state, tiny compared to the rest of the world. 95% of the world population falls outside of the United States. The mouths that need feeding are located across oceans and across borders. For Idaho farmers and the public, free trade agreements have been hugely beneficial. In 2014, $3 billion of Idaho's goods exports went to free trade partners like Canada, Mexico, the Dominican Republic, and South Korea. Idahoan business has boomed due to agreements like the North American Free Trade Agreement. Due to this situation in particular, 46% of Idaho's goods exports go to our neighbors up north and down south. And free trade is not only good for the producer. 200,000 Idahoan jobs are supported by international trade. That is 1 in every 5 Idahoans working with imports or exports. Whether it is large foreign businesses or small local farms providing these jobs, free trade and selling product across oceans allows the Idahoan citizen to contribute to their economy. Free trade allows agriculture to grow, and it allows the citizen to grow with us. Large and small farms alike in Idaho all benefit from free trade and selling product outside of our country. But the beautiful thing about American agriculture in particular is that it offers up the ability to choose. This variety of choices is where small farms thrive. Niche markets are vital to gain market share next to industrial-sized farms and ranches today. Small farms, like many of the family farms located across Idaho, can produce much differently than large companies mass-producing basic food staples. Small farm owners have the ability to change their production methods to fit different standards or to supply a unique commodity. Several Idahoan farmers have found new ways to grow Idaho agriculture and have found new markets that are willing to grow with us. One example is Mr. Leo Ray from Hagerman, Idaho. He owns Fish Breeders of Idaho, a company that is making huge strides in the caviar industry. Ray's business has reached high-end restaurants and clients looking for high-end caviar. It turns out the Magic Valley's geothermal waters and natural sturgeon habitats make it an ideal setting to not only farm trout, but also to produce the fish egg delicacy. Another farmer, Lynn Taylor from northern Idaho, also produces an unconventional agricultural product, yak meat. Consumers looking for a leaner, redder meat can find it from Taylor Ranch yaks, as yaks have only 4% fat, which is less than both chickens and beef. Lynn Taylor and Leo Ray are only two examples of Idaho farmers finding new products to farm and finding success in doing so. While these unique commodities may not fill store shelves, these farmers have found customers looking for something new and delivered it. Niche markets are another vital way that Idaho agriculture can grow. But small farms do not just produce outlandish food. Another farm that produces more common commodities under less common practices is Peaceful Belly Farm, located in Caldwell, Idaho. Peaceful Belly hand raises crops under certified organic standards. They sell their food locally grown and work to strengthen agricultural transparency. Peaceful Belly and other farms like it can produce much differently than the farms with tens of thousands of acres. Those large farms do not have the ability to apply organic standards to their production. And many people do not have the income to sustain a 100% organic diet. So Peaceful Belly finds another niche market under different, more expensive operating procedures, allowing the small farm to grow and contributing in a unique way to Idaho's economy. Our agricultural industry allows us the ability to choose. We get these choices from the 25,000 farms and ranches located all across Idaho, changing production methods and finding new products to farm so that they can fill everybody's wants and needs. Our agricultural industry must support our growing population. As Idaho's population continues to grow, farmers need to rise up, find new ways to grow, so that the rest of the state can grow with us. I know that we all have our favorite Idahoan traditions, but as we speak, new traditions are being formed and new possibilities discovered. We are finding new ways to grow, and the customer is finding new ways that they can grow with us. Idaho is already ranked number 1 in trout and potatoes, number 2 in peppermint and sugar beets. But we're making new bounds in caviar, yak meat, organics, and exports. And that is no small potatoes. Thank you.